Hello, viewers, and welcome to the first episode of Trin Talks. So, this is the start of a new sort of side project series where I talk. That's all it is. It's just Trin Talks. I guess it's like a podcast or maybe like a vlog or I don't know. It's Trin Talks. That's what it is. It's just me talking for God knows how long with video game footage in the background. What game? I don't know. I'm not going to record that until after the audio. As I'm recording this right now, I feel like playing Balatro, so maybe that'll be it in the background. But yeah, it's just unscripted rambling from my beautiful voice, the voice that sounds like the love child of Squidward Tentacles and Patton Oswalt. So yeah, in this first episode, I'm just gonna give a rundown on what's happening at this channel, where it's going, where we're at right now, and whatnot. Gonna do a breakdown on the screenshot from the previous video with the four folders, explaining what those four folders are. So strap in, enjoy the background footage, or you can put this video on in the background and while you do whatever you want to do. It's your choice, not mine. And let's get into it. So, yes, let's first address the obvious elephant in the room, the YouTube poops. So, if I'm being honest, I just do not find them all that fun to make anymore. Now, don't get me wrong, they're still fun to watch, especially nowadays with how crazy people go with the editing on them. People absolutely going hog wild with the editing. But as far as me making them, I just don't find it that fun anymore. However, I do have one left in me. So I don't know if I've ever said this publicly or otherwise on this channel, but some of my favorite YouTube poops that I've ever made were the Dogs 101 YouTube poops. When I made that first one, it was sort of just a one-off thing. Like, I had just made, I think, the 6th or 7th episode of Lol Tapes, and I was just like, you know what? What if I make a YouTube poop in under 2 hours? So I ended up doing that, and that ended up being the first Dogs 101 YouTube poop. Then when I made that second one, the Shiba Inu one, when I made that, I envisioned it as being the second part in a trilogy. I didn't mean it as a trilogy originally, but when I made that second one, I knew there had to be a third one. So yes, there will be a third Dogs 101 YouTube poop. And as far as the screenshot from the last video goes, this folder here, D103BOH, that's going to be the third Dogs YouTube poop. Now, after that third Dogs 101 YouTube poop comes out, sometime probably in the next month or so, that's it. That's it. We're done with YouTube poops as the main focus of this channel. Now, that being said, I am open to every now and then making another YouTube poop if an idea comes to me, but it's not going to be the main focus of this channel. This channel will be shifting its gears after that comes out. Now, what we're shifting gears to, that's the part that I find exciting, right? So, like, we got 2 series coming to this channel. The first one is Trin Talks, which is this video you're watching right here. And as far as the screenshot from the previous video goes, this is the folder that's labeled TT01. That's this video. Now, the second series is going to be the big one, all right? So, obviously, I'm American. As some of you might know, I live in the state of Indiana. I was born here. I've spent most of my life living here. And people often tell me, oh, well, you know, there's nothing to do in Indiana. And, like, quite frankly, you're wrong. All right? I get the joke, hardy har har, funny rural state, you know, cornfields, nothing else, whatever. But, like, there are some hidden gems in this state. So, yeah, that's going to be my new sort of flagship series. The title I've got working for is Exploring Indiana, although that's sort of a work in progress title, so maybe that'll be the final title, maybe not. I don't know yet. Who knows? If I think of something better, I'll use it, but I might just settle with Exploring Indiana. And yeah, basically I'm just going to do just that. Explore Indiana. And I've already gone and mapped out a bunch of places on Google Maps that'll be featured in this series. I think I've mapped out like almost 70 different locations so far. It's gonna take a while to record all that, since like I'd have to drive to all these places, and I'm not doing this as a job, all right? I'm not making a career out of YouTube. I'll probably never make a career out of YouTube. I'm not making a single dime off this. I just have a regular job that provides me my income, and I'll use my time off to just explore the state of Indiana. And in the screenshot from the last video, that's what the folder right there labeled EIN Zoo is. The EIN, obviously, Exploring Indiana. The P Zoo is the Potawatomi Zoo in South Bend, which I've decided is going to be the first episode of the series. It's not the most like obscure or hidden location or anything, but it's a location that I'm familiar with. I've been there before. It's relatively close. It's less than an hour away. Also, I know a guy that works there, so yeah, there's maybe a little bit of favoritism going on there, but that will be the first episode of Exploring Indiana, is the Potawatomi Zoo in South Bend. As far as when I'm going to start filming that, probably later this month, maybe June. I know that this series it's not going to be like a weekly upload or bi-weekly or anything. Maybe I could get one episode out a month, depending on where all I go or how far I'm traveling from home. But I know that at the end of June, me and the boys were taking a trip up to Canada, so obviously I won't be able to film anything in Indiana there, because I won't be in Indiana. I won't even be in America. I'll be in Canada. But after that, it's free range, fair game, start filming, whatnot. May not necessarily get much filming as it gets colder and winter rolls around, because Indiana winters can be absolutely brutal at times. It's the Midwest. Midwest has a pretty big reputation for its winters, especially the northern parts of the Midwest, like, Michigan, Minnesota, and all that. But yeah, I'm very excited for this. But like I said, the first episode of that probably won't come out until like maybe late this month, early June, July at the latest. But in the meantime, I'll be putting out episodes of Trin Talks, although I will say that I don't intend on making that a weekly series either. Maybe once every 2 or 3 weeks. Maybe. Because I'm not getting paid for this, like I said. So I'm kind of just doing this on my own time. And, I just want to use Trin Talks as a sort of vessel to keep you updated with things going on the channel, right? But yeah, that's where we're going with this channel, right? I appreciate all the support I've been given over the past 10 years that I've been doing these YouTube poops and whatnot. But yeah, welcome to a new era of Trinzilla. Hope you'll see the journey with me. And yeah, thank you for the support. So yeah, this has been the first episode of Trin Talks. I'm not gonna lie, this has not been as long of an episode as I thought it would be. But future episodes, when I just go completely off the hook and ramble about whatever, yeah, don't be surprised if you get like episodes that are like an hour long or something. But then again, maybe I'll have like short episodes too. So, it's just me talking. That's all. Raw, unscripted, minimal editing. And it's going to be fun. All right, 2025 is going to be a fun year for Trinzilla. But yeah, I don't really have an outro catchphrase because I've never really needed one until now. So, yeah, until I think of something clever, see you in the next video, and goodbye. Now, well, I don't really have an end card sequence like all the other fancy YouTubers do, so, yeah, I'll whip up something generic. But yeah, catch you in the next video. Now hold on, wait just a damn minute, I hear you say. You showed us that screenshot, and that screenshot had 4 folders. You've only talked about 3 of them in this episode, and you said that all will be revealed. So, what exactly is that 4th folder? Well, I'm glad that you asked that. How about I just let this clip speak for itself?
But as far as my memory serves, Trinzilla did a better job at encapsulating personal fears, or at least that's how I remember it.
There's a certain show that I remember very vividly.
Special place in my heart for tricking me.
And that show is LOL Tapes.
I will never forget the first time LOL Tapes came on my TV. I was sitting in my room in the dark, and it convinced me of the existence of dogs.
I remember talking about it with friends at school and getting in debates over it with friends at school and...
LOL Tapes holds up.
I think that the tale of the Wendigo has more to do with the Wendigo than it does with the Wendigo.